Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Mr. Hino with Mr. Hino's Lego Robotics. Today is Hawaiian Day, so that's why I got my cool Hawaiian shirt. And today's video is going to be about virtual reality. All you're going to need is some type of virtual reality viewer, a phone, and a tablet for your classroom. So we're going to get to see how this works, so you're going to have to stay with me. So today I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of an overview of how you would get your class set up for VR if you're using Google Expeditions. So again, what you would need is phones. And to be honest, you don't need a phone for every student. My students do really well sharing. So it can just be a phone for each partner. To be honest, if you're running low on resources, it can just be one phone and they can just pass it around. We can always work things out as teachers. You're going to need some type of 3D. Well, it actually is 3D, but your virtual reality viewer. This one's a Google one. And I found it best to be on a tablet here, so that way as you're walking around, you can feel a little bit more mobile than if you were using, I guess you can do your laptop, but definitely computer might make you feel like you can't walk around and see what everybody's doing. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so one of the first things you're going to need to make sure is that whatever you're using, your tablet or your laptop, you're using the same Wi-Fi as those students that you would be using the phones with. So you need to make sure that your tech at your school site is able to make sure that everybody's on the same Wi-Fi system. The next thing you're going to want to make sure is that you have Google Expeditions on the tablet that you're using or laptop. And it's just an app that you can download. So it's Google Expeditions. And you're going to need to make sure that that same Google Expeditions is downloaded to the phone. Once those are ready, you're ready to get up and going. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do as a teacher is go ahead and open up your Expeditions. And what you're going to be given is just a boatload of options for your students to see. You can see this long list of choices that your class can view. So depending on your unit, depending on what you're wanting to talk about, you can make your choices here. Now, my students were in a summer camp type situation, so I'm definitely looking at national parks. So we live in California here, so El Capitan might be good to look at. So you basically just go ahead and open up what you want to look at. You can choose which one you want, and they're going to give you an option. Here it says download to view or guide, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead and pick the one I already had picked before. So let me keep scrolling here. We did a national parks one, and it was really cool, if I can find it. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Since I've already done Mount Everest, I'm going to just go back to that just to save you some time. Okay, so you can look at it as a view in VR, or a guide. So we want to be the guide as the teacher. And so what it's going to do is it's going to basically automatically give your students, it's already going to connect to their phone, basically telling them that you've opened this up for them to join. So all you have to do is go ahead and hit start, and basically now anybody who has that phone with the same Wi-Fi can hook into and be basically an explorer, and you're the guide. So let's go to the phone. Okay, so here's how the students will now do this on their end. They have their phone, they have the same Expeditions that was on the tablet. I want them to join, so they'll just go ahead and hit join. They're going to say hold on, and basically this is going to give just time for everything to connect. And then once we're ready, we're basically going to be ready to put this inside of the VR viewer. So we'll make sure this is placed correctly. Let me go ahead and open the viewer up. So here's the viewer. I'm going to go ahead and tap this just so that we're ready. It's having a chance to connect here. Definitely give yourself time and patience. You can't be too rattled if this happens forever and they're like, Mr. Hino, Mrs. So-and-so, whoever, this is not connecting. This is where you have to have the flexibility to say, hey guys, let's share, the one phone, however many phones are working, because technology, you never know when it's going to work or whether it's going to mess around with you like this, if it's, just taking forever to connect. So let me go ahead and go to a video where this connects a lot faster and better and show you that. Okay, so when you have Google Expedition on your tablet or computer and on the phone, you just go ahead and open up the Expedition. I've already put the National Parks 3D viewer on here. So all the student would have to do is click join. And when it says hold on, you're just going to go ahead and tap that. And once it comes on, that's when you can put it inside of the viewer. Okay, so it looks like I had it the other way. So the way this works is you're going to put the phone in here like so. Going to give this a chance to connect. And when it's ready, all you'll do is fold this over like so. And this one's already set up, so I can show you this one, where this one, you would be able to see what's going on inside there. And then what's really cool is on the tablet here, let me kind of show you what's happening here on the tablet. So I have Yosemite on this tablet right now. And what's cool is where I see the happy face, that tells me where a student is looking. So that way, if we're taking a tour, I might say, hey guys, you're looking at Half Dome right there, and then be able to give them some information about the park. And then when I want to switch, I can just slide this over, and I can take them to Yellowstone, more Yosemite, another Yosemite, and then Mount Rushmore. I can basically, if I want to take them to a new park, I'll just tap on that start button. And now on this viewer, I should see the Mount Rushmore inside of there. And let's see, that person is looking over here. Another person is looking at Mount Rushmore. So it's really neat as far as the teacher goes that I can see where students are looking, so that if I'm going to give them a guide and give them information, I can do that as they're looking at the object. So hopefully, guys, you give this a shot. If your school district has enough money, if somebody in charge wants to push this forward, this is a really cool tool to show students things that they might not have seen before. I've had students that went, yeah, I've been there before, and they just totally get engaged in looking at things. I've heard comments like, it's so beautiful, that's so amazing. So it's really cool to have this incorporated into your class. Okay guys, I am Mr. Hino from Mr. Hino's LEGO Robotics. I'm out.